All right, let's do it. Okay, relating to controlling emotions. When it comes to emotions, not about controlling them, but it's how we relate to them. It's something I've learned through my own experiences. For instance, when I'm feeling angry, I've come to realize that it's not the anger itself that's the problem, but it's what it's trying to tell me. I ask myself what boundary are crossed and what need has not been met. And my coach once told me that anger is a message. It's a sign that I need to take action. And that's the key. Rather than reacting impulsively, we can make a choice on how we want to respond. You can choose a new behavior instead of defaulting to the old patterns. It's not always easy, but this approach has allowed me to develop a healthy relationship with my emotions. I allow myself to care, to set boundaries. As someone with a preference for feeling, I deeply care about my relationships, including the one with my husband. However, I have to come to understand the importance of setting boundaries to maintain a healthy and fulfilling relationship. One time, when Aditya and I had a disagreement, it was about an issue that we kept talking about without making any progress. I felt stuck and frustrated, and my caring nature made it worse because I couldn't let go of the issue easily. The more we talked, the more emotional it became. It was as if my brain switched off and I could only focus on this one problem. At that moment, I realized I need to take care of myself too. I needed to set a boundary and take a break from the conversation to calm down and collect my thoughts. It was not only for my well-being but for the sake of our relationship. If I continued to push the conversation, I might say something that might hurt Aditya or damage our connection. After I took a break and got some perspective, I was able to communicate in a better way. I saw that Aditya's perspective and also express mine in a more constructive way. It was then I understood the importance of having boundaries while still caring about the relationship. It's a balancing act that I'm still learning, but I know it's vital for maintaining a healthy and loving partnership. So I'm on page 39 for people that are just tuning in. At that moment, I realized I needed to take care of myself too. And I needed to set a boundary to calm down. Oh, if I took a break and got some space, I was able to communicate in a better way. I could see his perspective and express mine in a more constructive. Healing from feeling and insecure to feeling love. The feeling of insecurity can be powerful and overwhelming emotion, especially in the context of relationships. For me, the feeling often manifests itself as not enough, that I'm not good enough or I'm not enough for my partner. It's a feeling that can spiral out of control, leading to all sorts of negative thoughts and behaviors. One of the most telling symptoms of my insecurity is that I tend to be very sensitive to anything my partner does to trigger it. I can be hyper focused on the things I don't like, and that can make me feel bad. Often fail to appreciate the things he does show how much he loves and cares for me. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break, but one I have been working on over the years. For me, intimate relationships have been a practice ground of some of the deepest reflections and healing. By, by learning to recognize my patterns of insecurity and working hard to understand the underlying wounds that rise to them, I've been able to develop a greater sense of self awareness. Page 40. And self love, which has allowed me to show up more fully and automatically in my relationships, to experience deeper levels of intimacy with and connection with my partner. Hey, Elish, welcome, dude. It's a vulnerable thing to admit, but I struggled with feelings of insecurity throughout life, especially in my romance. The fear of not being enough or losing the person is causing me to react strongly to things I perceive as threats. For example, if Aditya forgets to call me back or doesn't respond in a text message right away, my mind starts to spiral, thinking he doesn't not care about me as much as I care about him. It's easy for me to get caught up in the little things that trigger my insecurities and overlook the things that he's shown love for me. But by learning Being in an intimate relationship is a practice ground for growth and healing. Through reflection and awareness, I'm able to recognize the patterns that trigger my insecurities and work through them. It's not always easy, and sometimes it requires vulnerability and uncomfortable conversations, but I'm committed to doing the work. I'm learning to shift my focus away from the fear of not being enough towards the love that is present in our relationships. With time and practice, I'm finding that my sense of security is becoming stronger and my capacity for love is expanding, growing together. As I reflect on our marriage and the dynamics of our feeling, thinking preference, I'm grateful for the trait that stands out the most: our commitment to personal growth and deepening our understanding with each other. We recognize that change is inevitable and embrace it, not as individuals, but as a unit. With each passing year, our relationship continues to evolve and mature, and our ability to communicate and empathize with each other strengthens. It is this commitment to growth that has made our love and relationship thrive over time. Page 41. Attending our first Tantric festival in January 2022 was a transformative experience for Aditya and me. The festival was a melting pot of spirituality, sensuality, and personal growth. Throughout various workshops and practices, we deepened our connection, trust, and communication with each other. It wasn't always easy, but we approached everything with an open heart and mind. As the festival came to a close, I couldn't help but reflect on an incredible journey we've been on. I wrote a little poem to capture the essence of my reflection as an ENFP. Alchemy of life experiences. As ENFPs, we are beings of joy and love for life. Our souls are wired to experience everything the world has to offer. We live life to the fullest, not just by engaging all kinds of activities, but taking a deeper reflection of the world around us. It's an alchemy process of transforming our lives to deeper contentment and satisfaction. We are growing like trees, and with our roots spreading and grasping the earth, we reach out to the world and connect with beings around us like the tree's canopy. We observe the air, allow birds to sit on us and sing, and extend our reach while having the nutrients sent from top of the ground. We flow like water, and the symphony life becomes a harmonious melody. As ENFPs, we dance with the rhythm of life and cherish every moment as a precious gift. So that was the end of chapter 2. Now it's on to my chapter, chapter 3. Hey, Michelle. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Thanks for joining. Essence, Davidson Hang. My essence words: optimism, heart, brilliance, partnership, an adventure. I want to share with you what I've learned from 4 coaches I've worked with: Keisha Ann Downs, Mark Hunter, Jason Dukes, and Laura Westman. I've also worked with Alex Terranova, Thomas Wang, and Chris Wong. What I learned from Chris is to create habit energies and notice my what I learned from Chris was to create habit energies and notice my energy levels, what's giving me energy and what doesn't. My self-awareness was pretty low when I first started on this journey. One of my mentors, Tommy Tran, pointed out to me, "Hey, you're great at the interrelationship stuff, but you really do lack the self-awareness yourself." That was a rude awakening for me. I remember being extremely triggered when I heard that, and it was so true. I focused so much on others, I never did the inner work myself. That brought me down the path of coaching and wanted to learn more about what makes me tick. When I worked with Laura Westman, I was being so hard on myself, and she helped me be able to be kinder with myself. I saw the way that I viewed myself was much worse than how others viewed me, full of life and potential. We are often our own worst nightmares, and that's just how it is. When Jason Dukes coached me, I remember him not saying much, and I would just cry uncontrollably. I'm not sure what that was, but he always just loved me and always say, "I love you" at the end of every session. It was so uncomfortable to be with that love for no reason. I learned to be with love much better now. It felt like he took on that father figure that I never had. Pan and I went through a coaching program called Accomplishment Coaching, and one of the biggest lessons I learned from that experience was called the Essence exercise. From that exercise, I was able to understand how others perceive me. I found that my essence is heart, compassion, brilliance, partner, and optimism. So today I will be going through these in more detail. Hey, thank you for the like. Woo! Yo, smash like everyone. Rohan, sorry about that. I accidentally hit my microphone and then it disconnected and then I had to do like a new one because it disconnected. So I appreciate you rejoining. I'm on page 44. Heart is my strongest essence, and it's also one of my biggest struggles because I really consider myself a strong ENFP, which basically means I skew all the way at the end of the spectrum in all four categories, which the four categories are extrovert, intuition, feelings, and perception based. The feelings aspect of ENFP has served me well. For instance, during the year long coaching program, I cried 180 out of 365 days because I was present not only to the impact I have on others, but how emotions have essentially run my life. My heart has led me to so many beautiful creations around helping thousands of immigrants, those who have lower socioeconomic beginnings, and people who remind me of myself. My heart has also gotten me into a lot of trouble. It's fair to admit that when I was younger, I was quite a womanizer. This is probably a harsh way of looking at it, but that was the story I was told and I believed it. It was hard for me to commit to even one relationship. Have I've had so many different relationships and I've also dated over 17 women in my lifetime. I'm happily married now, but it took me a long time and I honestly didn't think it was possible when I was younger. My story was like, why would I subject humans into this cruel, cruel world? Now I see that it's one of the most beautiful gifts in the world to living in this complex world of emotions. The heart can be a fragile thing, but it can lead us to cry together. And during my lifetime so far, so many beautiful memories. Every time my wife cries because of a touching scene during a movie, my heart melts. What up, Zen? What's good? Zen's. Oh, Zen. Yo, what up, Professor Z? What's good? So funny. So wait, let me see how this works. Boom. Oh yeah, you do have Instagram. So I'm reading my book for context, just to let you know. The heart can be a fragile thing, but it can lead us to cry together. During my lifetime so far, so many beautiful memories. Each time my wife cries because of a touching scene during a movie, my heart melts and I feel instantly connected to her. I'm a sucker for romantic comedies. And one of my favorite pastimes is to watch dramatic movies together and cry together. I get my heart from both parents. My mother sometimes sacrifices everything for her children. She'll do whatever to make us happy. When when my dad's huge family moved to the States, he gave everything to them, even to his detriment. The key to having a huge heart is that you need to love yourself as much as you love everyone else. If you derive value from external sources, then it's fickle and it comes and goes. When you truly love yourself and dedicate as much time to helping the world as you do for yourself, you'll be 100% fulfilled. I used to hate being with myself. I set up my world so that I got to interact with thousands of people every day when I was living in New York City. David, I can very well understand that a book is written by someone that's a reflection of his life experiences. Thanks, Rohan. I really appreciate you. You're always a really good supportive friend. I appreciate that. Um, when I was living in New York City, New York City is an ENFP's dream because you get to meet so many people. There's never really a dull moment. I can't believe I took a remote job because that's the furthest thing from being an ENFP. I did it to challenge myself so I can be practiced being okay with just being with myself. Don't get me wrong. I still do a ton of I still do a ton of Zoom calls and I love meeting people in person, but I do have way more time for self love practices working from home because I no longer have to commute. And that time could be utilizing doing things that sources you. I have more time to read biographies, which I love because I get to dive deep into someone's world. That's one of the reasons why I want to release a book for every year of my life because I want to not only be able to showcase my friends and my communities, but I want to give people an avenue to understanding each other deeply. Having a partner is also sometimes takes vulnerability because we're more people focused. 24 hours. Yeah, you definitely work a lot more sometimes when you work from home, that's for sure. Having a partner takes vulnerability because we're so people focused. Partnership can be a beautiful thing, but can also be one of the most challenging things because it's so externally focused. We derive energy from others and can be the cheerleader that gets everyone pumped up. I used to be so hard on myself. I think, oh man, I'm not holding up to my end of the bargain. But then again, there's so much value in getting everyone on the same page and helping people stay motivated throughout the process. I'm the type of person who gets everyone excited about the mission. ENFPs can be results oriented when we want to, but a true gift lies being the glue that keeps everyone going. Owning that and being able to know that you're contributing in your own way will help you be able to continue to be the best at everything you do. We amplify every way. If we're surrounded by negative Nancy's, then it's going to be worse for everyone. But if we're surrounded ourselves with greatness, that's what we amplify. We're surrounded by people in accomplishment coaching and landmark. For instance, we're going to be thriving. Knowing that I feed off of other people's energy, I'm very cognizant of who I spend time with, and I try not to spend too much time with anyone who complains a lot. Being a partner with my beautiful wife Samantha has been one of the most rewarding experiences. It's also one of the most difficult, if I was to be honest. It's easier to live life by myself and not have to worry about compromising with her, but life is so much more vivid and lively with her. The range of emotions are amplified when I'm with her. She's helped me generate this beautiful home of ours that I never thought was possible at my age. My vision was limited to what I knew, and after meeting her, the possibilities opened up so much. I now have visions of homes everywhere by the beach, mountains, lakes, and in New York City. Love is amplified when you truly double down on love with your spouse. Page 47. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions so far or comments. Thank you, Rohan, for your ongoing support. Oh man, I'm gonna have to start to change the water filter. The water is starting to feel a little chlorine, so I guess that's time. Compassion can be great when you're trying to make friends and make a difference in the world. I don't regret volunteering thousands of hours to nonprofits and helping others in my lifetime, but I do realize it comes from a place of lack or a desire to fix things. It's a much different experience when it comes from love. I do find love in learning about others' past and misfortunes and the lessons that come from these complex situations. Growing up living off of government assistance has given me the perspective that no matter what comes my way, I will be able to make it through the worst. Going through my parents' divorce really affected my self confidence and my faith in humanity. The modeled behavior of my parents really does. Hey, Carthy G680, welcome. Thanks for joining. The model behavior of parents really does impact their children so much. It's helped me be this extremely kind human being. With all of the coaching programs, it gave me the realization that no matter all of my actions have consequences, I'm now much aware of the impact I have, and because of that, I'm much more intentional in general. We all make mistakes, and there's been time where I've judged those who grew up with privilege. But now I see that I'm one of those privileged people that I used to envy so much growing up. I have this beautiful family and all these amazing jobs that make more money than most people could ever dream of. This all happened because of my understanding and my ability to connect with pretty much anyone. Optimism. Optimism can be a curse and a blessing. Optimism is the hopefulness and the confidence about the future or the successful outcome of something. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I see the best in people. Oh, I can add you to the, let me see. Add invite to live video. Let's see if this works. Optimism can be a curse and a blessing. Optimism is hopefulness and confidence about the future of. Okay, I did see that. I see the best in people, but because others have seen the best in me, for every negative comment I receive, I get 10 positive reinforcements verbally. Optimism is a beautiful thing and can be the most powerful tool in business, life, and in relationships. I see that every relationship can be healed. There is forgiveness in optimism. There is only the only bad aspect of optimism is that people can sometimes take advantage of you. I see that love conquers everything, and if someone is going through a dark stage in their life, they often will become very resilient. Going through depression and going through negative thoughts about childhood and my teenage years has given me a wide range of stories and perspectives. I can see why the privileged do the things they do. I can see many white allies are out there are doing the best they can. Optimism can be used to cure laziness and to be able to solve any of the world's problems. It's a shame that many humans are wired. What'd you say? New York, then beautiful wife, family, more money. Nothing bad is happening in life. Wife, more money. Thanks, Rohan. I appreciate that. I c- um, Optimism can be used to cure laziness and to be able to solve any of the world's problems. It's a shame that humans are wired to look for threats. If we do an honest evaluation of the world, there's so much possibilities and so much positive things happening in the world, so much good in the world. It's a shame that people tend to focus on more negative aspects of society. Like, for instance, we live in a beautiful stage where someone like myself who is making $35,000 a year can make over 200,000 a year in just over 10 years. How many societies can this happen in? It's not common in other countries where if you're in a certain social class, it's much more difficult to get to a place of success. I get to inspire and help so many people who come from similar upbringings as me who do not have great role models in their lives. Brilliance. Brilliance was the hardest one for me to accept. It means exceptionally talented or intelligence. He is making more money than me. Don't worry, Rohan. You'll get there. I believe in you. Now I can genuinely say I'm brilliant and actually own it. My story is if I say I'm talented or intelligent, that means there's exception. That means that there are expectations now. Expectations aren't a bad thing. Like my former manager used to say, if I had an ounce of your talent, I wouldn't put it to waste. He saw something in me when others didn't. That's the mark of a good coach. From the day he hired me into TriNet, now my life has drastically transformed. I had a block. I was making 65,000 a year, and then 3 years later, I was able to crack 200K through his help. Not saying not even saying it out loud and putting it in writing is a weird concept for me. Or even saying that out loud is a weird concept for me. My relationship with money has been one of the worst relationships I've had in my life. I used to relate to money as it was evil and it was not a good thing. But now I would say money is my friend and it's a expression of my energy and love. It's an avenue to make a lot of difference in the world. We can build schools in Africa and get education through college. The brilliance of money is that it can inherently be used to drive a lot of results. To see my wife light up when I buy her a beautifully designed handbag, or pay for, more specifically, Christian Dior, she loves Dior, or paying for dinner for my family and seeing them light up, I can either make money my friend or my enemy. What path will I choose? I used to make money my enemy. I was so it was so much of an enemy that I used to think of it as it was like a rapist or a murderer. I felt like I was a victim of money. During the accomplishment coaching training, when the focus of conversations were on money, I remember struggling so much to pay for this program. It was not cheap. But now I get to travel the world and it comes abundantly. I always figure out a way. Brilliance also means an intense brightness of light. I really like this explanation because I would agree that I am an intense brightness of light. I used to s- I used to say that I was a lot for some people to handle, but it's not a bad thing to be a sun guiding people, shining light for others to grow. The sun is a great analogy. I want to be something that gives energy to fuel other everyone. But like with most suns, one day the sun will disappear, and so will I. To know that our lives are limited, but our legacies last forever, pushes me to be the best person I could possibly be. My goal is to have so much impact that generations and thousands of others will be left acknowledging that I lived life fully. Adventure. If I could describe my life in one word, it'd be adventure. I would like to think I haven't made the smartest decisions in life, but it's led me to appreciate all the ups and downs. Adventure is an unusual and exciting, typically hazardous um, experience or activity. We love both the exciting and the new, whether it's a new country, a friend, or an experience. This is why, hey Kyle, what's up, dude? Reading my book just for context. This is why I've had over 20 different jobs. Many people would view that's crazy as, hey, what's good? Many people would view that's crazy at the time of when I was writing this book at 33 and having over 20 different jobs. But I feel that's what's made me unique. And that's why I see myself pretty much working at many different companies. That's the beauty of life. I get to experience what life is all about. All right. So now this is chapter 3 and it's my co-author's chapter. My essence words Pantang. My essence words are authenticity, connection, warmth, joy, and wisdom. Authenticity. Authenticity has been a fundamental aspect of my life, but it was not until I entered the coaching world that it truly started to shine. Growing up, I was fortunate enough to be able to make decisions for myself thanks to my free will. I got to choose where I got to spend my red pocket money, to stay in town or to go to a village. Whereas, yo, what up, Rava Shiha 75606 was good. Unlike my brother, who was obligated to go to the village home, which school to attend and which majors to pursue. Despite this sense of control, I struggled with an invisible hand that seemed to be guiding my decisions, especially when it came to significant life choices like choosing a major. This invisible hand was constantly whispering in my ear, urging me I need to prove that I was worthy. I was afraid of making mistakes and craved certainty, using my analytical and future thinking to project my life for the next 5 to 10 years. I studied hard and achieved everything that a good student and proud daughter should, earning a great degree and securing internships before eventually landing a full job in the United States. However, I soon realized I was not happy and was not being true to myself. No matter how hard I tried, there was a constant black hole deep inside of me that could not be filled by material professions or fun activities. It was not until I discovered coaching I began to understand the true power of authenticity. During my first training weekend, my program leader was working on me and saw that the invisible hand and how it had been controlling my life for so long. I remember a childhood memory of standing outside my grandparents' house in Hunan province, feeling like did not belong and I wasn't good enough. This invisible hand, which we referred to context in coaching, has been with me for years, constantly pushing me to prove myself. Once I recognized this, I was able to choose how I was able to face it. Walking down the streets of New York City at night, I felt a sense of relief and freedom, as if a heavy burden had been lifted from my shoulders. I realized how, chapter four, how I expanded my drug business in America. This guy. That was a good one. All right, I'll give you that one. That was a good one. That was a good one, bro. Dude, Burham, why are you telling everyone my secrets, bro? Ah, I felt a sense of freedom and relief as a heavy burden has been lifted from my shoulder. I realized that I stopped trying to prove myself. I could quit my job and pursue any career I loved. This experience unleashed my authentic essence. I gave a Toastmaster speech soon after, shared this experience with it. Many people resonated with my story and even shed tears. With his newfound freedom, I underwent a personal transformation journey, which included resigning from my job, marrying my husband, becoming a full time coach. My coaching program see that I was no longer at cause was the key to creating the life I truly wanted. I no longer complained about my job. Instead, I did my best while at work. In my coaching career, it's allowed me to travel the world with my husband. We spent months in China, learned yoga in India, lived near the beach in Puerto Rico during the pandemic. This traveling lifestyle added adventure and uncertainty to my life, providing opportunities to reflect and gain self awareness. It's also helped me be able to connect with my spirituality and with others on a deeper level. As an ENFP, authenticity has been a crucial part of my personality, and coaching others has allowed me to express myself genuinely. I'm constantly learning from my clients while empowering, guiding, and illuminating them to see their own wisdom. Coaching is not just a job or a profession, it's a way of life. Page 53, connection. As I continue to delve, whoa, we're exactly halfway through the book. Let's go. As I continue to dive deep into my true self, I find that connection I have with myself, others, and the universe flourishes. It's interesting to see how two stories come to mind when I think about connection. First was 2016. I attended a Vipassana retreat. During the time, I peeled away layer and after layer of societal and personal expectations, and eventually uncovered my deep desire for heart to heart connection with people. It was only then that I realized that coaching would be the perfect fit for me to achieve this. The second story takes place on a life purpose exercise with my coach. After several rounds of questioning, she revealed that my life purpose was connection. It was like a light bulb went out in my head, and everything suddenly made sense. The universe was pointing me towards a path that aligned with my truer self. I've also learned that there are consequences to ignoring and neglecting the power of connection. When we're not connected to ourselves, others, and the universe, we become distracted and fearful. And it's if though our brains are not in sync with our hearts, it becomes challenging to focus on anything. We lose a sense of purpose and direction, and our life can feel like an uphill battle. But when we're in tune with the power of connection, magical moments happen. It's like the universe conspires to help us when we chase our true desires. I believe this. When we're connected to our inner selves, we radiate positive energy that attract the right people and opportunities. Ultimately, connection is a multifaceted concept that encompasses three essential components: connection with oneself, connection with others, and connection with the universe. These energies complement and enrich each other, creating a harmonious flow of energy that guides us to our highest potential. Yo, you like how I'm getting into it? I guess because I woke up finally. I was sleepy earlier. But America web series and are motivating in the business only drugs. Motivating me in the business of drugs. You're hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I love watching shows, the American shows, the ones about drugs. Graceland was a good one. I mean, I love all those shows, man. That's what I watch all the time on TV. Reminds me of a former life, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I'm lost or uncertain, I put my hand in my heart, close to my eyes, and I tap into the compassionate, gentle, loving place within. It's where I find the strength to forgive myself, to say, it's all good, and move forward with confidence and purpose. Warmth. Warmth is a quality that comes naturally to me. As an ENFP, I've always had a people oriented approach. Have been easy. Billion, trillion, let's go. Woo! That monies. As an ENFP, I've always had a people oriented approach and have been easy approachable. Unlike the sun, radiating warmth, spreading happiness wherever I go. My friendly demeanor and love for smiling has always been appreciated by those around me. During a video call with a friend, they said to me, Pen, I love your smile. It's so healing. It's a heartwarming moment, reinforce the power of warmth and connection with others. On my self expression vision board, I have a sun as a symbol of warmth I aspire to radiate. The sun is a representation of hope, positivity, and growth. Just like the sun's rays warms the earth and gives life to everything around it, I strive to spread warmth and love to those around me. It's not just about making people feel good. Warmth has a profound effect on our well being. It creates a sense of safety, comfort, security, making people feel accepted and appreciated. In a world where things can be so uncertain and unsettling, warmth is like a beacon of hope. It's a reminder that we're not alone and that someone cares. I believe that warmth can truly make a difference in people's lives, and I'm committed to spreading wherever I go. David, who is John Wick? I have no idea. Keanu Reeves, is that who you're talking about? Joy. Joy is a vital aspect of my life. My husband Aditya once told me one thing he loves about me is I'm always ready for fun. Whether it's going to the movies, trying out a new restaurant, going on a trip, I'm always down for a good time. He killed 5 people with a pencil. Dude got skills, that's for sure. I'm always down for a good time. I've always had a love for stories, and TV shows are a way for me to immerse myself, different worlds and characters. In the past, I felt ashamed of my love for TV shows, but I've grown and I've become more self-aware. What up, Raja Daja Maj 5? I've learned to embrace the fun-loving nature of who I am. I absolutely love stories, especially fantasy ones with beautiful scenery and gorgeous outfits. Just like in the Chinese ancient TV dramas, I find joy in the little things, whether it's the beauty of nature or the kindness of a stranger. One of my closest friends is also an ENFP. We make unstoppable duel when it comes to exploring the world and having fun together. Our shared curiosity about the world and positive attitude makes everything more joyful and more exciting. Wisdom. Hey Mike, what's good? Let me see if I can bring you on to the video. Cool. Wisdom. Wisdom is a quality that I've always admired and strive to cultivate within myself. Even at the tender age of 6 or 7, I remember wondering, what about the big questions in life? Where do I come from and why am I here? Oh, dude, this is more interesting. Wait, can I do walking? Yo, I could do like a walking one. Dude, I'm a freaking genius. Why am I sitting? I can narrate it like I'm acting. Let's try this. Wisdom is a quality that I've always admired and strive to cultivate within myself. Oh wait, if I could do wait, but then because I have 3. Rohan thought that was funny. At the tender age of 6 or 7, I remember wondering what about the biggest questions in life, where I came from, and why am I here? During my college years, I told myself I've come across as naive and loud, but then I still realized I had a deep understanding of life. Let's see if I can bring my. Oh, that's so funny. I think when he came on, nah, that's awesome. Good stuff, actually. All right, I keep getting distracted. ADHD is kicking in. My love for ancient wisdom from the Eastern cultures, especially from India and China, has grown stronger over time. I find myself finding the joy in reflecting and connecting seemingly unrelated things and applying them in life. During a recent exposure to Vipassana, I learned that the concept of panas, which is different levels of wisdom, the first level of pana is Sudapana, which is gained from listening to others. The second level is Sintapana, which is gained from reading and contemplating. The third level is Pavapana, which is the wisdom gained through. You like how my voice just got an octave deeper? The personal life experiences. I realized that I gained a lot of wisdom through my own experiences, such as overcoming challenges and facing adversity. Throughout these experiences, I've learned that valuable life lessons I can now pass on to others. For example, I learned the importance of taking risk and stepping outside my comfort zone. Wait, is it easier? Let's see if I can. Okay, let's see if I can switch it up a little bit. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh, it worked. Yay. Okay, this is better. Overcoming challenges and adversity. Taking risks and stepping out has led to some of the most growth I've experienced, but it's also led to some of the true success comes from following passions, doing what makes me happy, rather than chasing materialistic goals. Overall, my wisdom has been enriched by my diverse experiences and reflections, and I'm grateful for any opportunity that has led me to where I am right there. Oh, silver button. You like that, brother? Yeah, because of Rohan. Dude, Rohan is my number one fan. So thank you. You like that? It's nice, right? Strengths and weaknesses. Chapter 4. We're on to chapter 4, baby. Two edges of the same sword. Pan Tang. So we switched it up. Now my co-author Pan is first. Pan Pantang. As an ENFP, I have some amazing strengths that have helped me in life, but I value connection. Oh, so you can change here. I can. So why am I? So I can actually make it so you could see the full thingy. Let me see if this. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. See, and then you can like kind of zoom out a little bit. So there's like a couple different things. Static framing. Huh. We'll see what this does. Oh, static just means it doesn't move as much. Oh, okay. Just switch it. Give me all the Tesla, the iPhone, the button, the hand phone, the bag coat, the book, the wallet, the MacBook. Oh my god. Pooja. Welcome, cute Pooja 8236. I appreciate you. All right. That's gonna be a hard decline, Rohan. The shipping over to India alone will not be worth it. Okay. I have amazing, what's helped me come up with creative and innovative ideas. I love thinking outside the box and exploring endless possibilities that life has to offer. Unlike all personalities, there are some challenges that come with being an ENFP. I find it easy to be overwhelmed when I have too many ideas running through my head. It's like my brain is constantly building up new things, thoughts, and ideas I can't handle all at once. When combined with the desire to make things happen, it can feel like I'm not accomplishing enough, and there's always something unfinished. To help me deal with these challenges, I've learned to focus on one thing at a time and to be able to prioritize my tasks. I also want to make sure to take breaks and give myself time to recharge when I'm starting to feel overwhelmed. It's not, it's about finding balance and not getting too caught up in my own thoughts and ideas. Page 58. As someone with a preference in perception, I'm also struggling to find structured closure to making decisions. I prefer to keep my options open and enjoy the flexibility of adapting to new situations as they arise. This can lead to feeling overwhelmed and unsure about which direction to take. On the other hand, people with judging preference tend to thrive in structured environments and value closure and decision making. They often have a clear plan in mind and are driven to accomplish their goals. Wait, now I'm curious. The defender? What what is the defender in 16 personalities? I'm trying to remember which one. So my wife. Oh, that makes more sense now because she's more judging. Oh, so she's more about practical decision making. That's so interesting. Okay, well that's helpful. As an ENFP, I experience feelings of intense emotions, which can be a strength and a weakness. On one hand, it allows me to empathize with others, connect deeply with other people, but it can also lead to emotional overload and difficulty in making decisions objectively. Overall, as an ENFP, I appreciate my strengths in openness and creativity, but also recognize to balance these qualities with structure and closure. It's important for me to find ways to manage my feelings and emotions that align with my values and my goals. Being at peace with the weakness. To take advantage of my strength as an ENFP, to be at peace with weakness, I found many several strategies. First, I want to make sure to take time to you both. Yeah, both of us did. And a guy named Rohan also helped us write it as well. So I want to acknowledge Rohan as well. Oh, the cameraman does make it better actually. Let's walk around where oh, I need to take time to pause and breathe, which helps me. I love it when you do the smiley face, dude. Which helps me calm down my mind and prioritize what's most important to me. I also try to rationalize and to remind myself that there's only so much I can realistically accomplish in one day. Unless you're Davidson, then you try to accomplish everything in one day. But that's besides the point. I watch out for self critical moments and try to delegate tasks to professionals when possible. Additionally, I find it helpful to add a nothing day to my schedule. I reserve one day where I allow myself to do nothing or do anything I want, which allows my mind to relax and to recharge. To keep track of my tasks and goals, I use a bullet journal where I write down key tasks for the week and allow myself for flexibility and creativity during the week. I also journal. Hey, Allison, hope you're doing well. Reading a copy of my book for context so you guys can see what's going on. Where I write down key tasks for the week and allow for flexibility and creativity during the week. I also journal my thoughts and feelings and ask myself the why behind my emotions, being curious about them instead of reacting them with shame or avoidance. Another strategy for me has been particularly helpful is create a vision map with my authentic living brand. This allows me to remain open to all the possibilities while focusing on one area at a time. I list big milestones in chronological order, which provides affirmation that I'm on the right track. Oh man, I'm starting to get hungry. What is the size of the PDF of the book? Man, my man is really trying to get a free copy of the book, bro. You're hilarious, bro. Maybe next week I'll do a giveaway, and whoever writes comments, all right, Rohan, I'll make you a deal. If you write 10 comments to some of my other videos, like my long form videos, 10 different videos, one comment each in 10 different videos, I'll send you a PDF of my book. Other videos, not the live streams, the other videos. That helped me. Thanks. Um, write down key. I also journal my thoughts and ask myself the why behind my emotions, being curious with them instead of reacting with shame or avoidance. Hey, number one, Johnny, what's good, homie? What's good? Another strategy has been particularly helpful is creating a vision behind this. I list big milestones. When FOMO shows up, I can remind myself of my long term goals and focus back where I am, what I'm up to. This helps me stay on track and not compare myself to others. Overall, these strategies have helped me take advantage of my strengths and manage my weaknesses as an ENFP. A world with more SJ personalities. Let me tell you about my journey as an ENFP in a world dominated by S. So SJs just means sensing, judging personalities, right? So more like practical people. As an actuary, I had to study, prepare for exams with strong discipline, waking up early, sticking to a strict schedule. However, building my own business and lifestyle, I realized cherish the pain of being a businessman. Thanks, brother. That's really profound what you just said, actually. So I appreciate that. I realized this approach didn't work for me. I prefer to live a flexible, more spontaneous life, experiencing and understand each day. I'll send you the PDF. Oh shit, are we still meeting? Oh, am I meeting someone today? Yikes. I was supposed to meet someone for networking. Uh all right. Let me end to see. I think I was supposed to meet him at 11 or something. I don't know. Let's see. Grab my phone. So you can see here that I post on live stream, and let me see. So I'm looking at my calendar. Oh shit! I was supposed to meet Gramercy. Oh crap! Oh no! I totally forgot. Oh my god. Sorry. Sounds like weekends are typically. Oops. I guess I was supposed to meet with someone today in New York City. Been live streaming. Oh, totally forgot. Yikes, sirs. Totally forgot. Uh-oh. Well, I messed that up, but that happens. um, damn. Weekends are better for sure. All right. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. So, um, all right. I probably, all right. Where was I at again? Now I gotta go back to do the live stream again. Oh, cool. Views. Oh, so you can kind of see. So this is cool. So it allows you to see. So when you live stream on Facebook, it tells you. Oh, it doesn't really. I probably have to look at different things. Oh, it says my mom comments on a lot of my stuff. So it says that she's a milestone follower. I don't know what that means. But here, let me just show you guys something. Getting distracted. But so on my Facebook, the last 28 days, they have something called like weekly challenges. So you can kind of see like what's going on where 2 out of 3 days I got recognized as like a rising creator. So it gives you like an award that you can post on your Facebook. And you have to this you complete these steps. There's like if you grow 10 new followers, so how do you grow to 10 new followers? You can invite people. So 20. Oh, cool. So all of the posts that it allows you to invite 20 people to follow your channel. So that's interesting. And then you do 5 public posts, and then you get 300 or more interactions on your post. And this is like over the course of 1 week. So right now I'm at 174 interactions. So uh and then at least 500 plays on your reels, which I've hit that. So that's how that works. Hey, Arshad Pathan. Nice to see you. What is happening to the world that they're not giving me the book I've written? Rohan, freaking hilarious, bro. All right. So wanted to show you guys that, but all right. I think I should probably hang out with my wife now. I feel bad. All right, so we made a lot of progress. We got up to page 58, but I'm probably gonna spend some time with my wife because it's the weekend, and I'm usually so busy during the weekday, anyways. So Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. That was pretty productive. And I'll see you guys around. Cheers. Turn off this. Instagram Live. Oh, decent amount of people. Wait, how does this work? So live video. So I was able to reach comments, share. Oh, gotta exit this as well. So what should I name this? I should say author reading uh, of ENFP book, ENFP book, and then I'm gonna tag Pan as well. Pan, Tang. Let's see if I can find her channel. There you go, Pan, and then I'll tag um, Green Heart Living. Green Heart. Wait, Green Heart Living Press. Where is it? Green Heart Living. Oh, Green Heart. Oops, I spelled it wrong. There you go. Awesome. Yes, let's try this. Cool. So that worked. All right. Boop.